Call the meeting to order of the Revere Licensing Commission for May 16, 2017. I'd like to apologize for the late start. The following matters will come up before the Revere Licensing Commission, but before we do, we'd like to have a brief pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Okay, so the first item on the list is St. Mary's of the Assumption Church, 670 Washington Avenue. Stephen Fielding, contact. This is an application of St. Mary's of the Assumption Church for a special one-day license for malt, wine, common victular, and entertainment to be exercised at St. Mary's Hall on Washington Avenue from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Saturday, June 10th, for a Flag Day dinner dance.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
My name is Stephen Fielding, representing St. Mary's Holy Name Society and St. Mary's Church, as you said, 670 Washington Avenue, Revere. This is an annual event. It is a Flag Day dinner dance. We have approximately 120 people that will be attending. It is something that we do every single year over the last 30 years, and it's something that we have always gotten an approval for. We do have the sale of beer and wine in the segregated area. We do request our members for an ID, although most are over 60 anyway, and we have never had an issue in regard to an abuse of any beer or alcohol, either in the hall or once people leave.
Thank you. Do any of the commissioners have any questions?
Well, as usual, Mr. Feldberg, you run a great time every year, and I'm sure it's going to be run the same way. And it's a great event for the city. So I have no problems with
Thank you.
the license.
I don't have any questions.
Are there any other proponents for this application? Seeing and hearing none, I will ask for any opponents to this. Seeing and hearing none, I will close this section. Do I have a motion on this?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a
I'm
second?
going to second the motion.
The motion has been approved. The application for a special one-day license for malt and wine, common victular, and entertainment for St. Mary's has been approved. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Item number 2 is Abeer and Associates Investment Group, LLC, doing business at Aladdin House of Kebab and Shawarma at 148 Squire Road. Abdelali, Elhasany, manager. This is an application for hours, change of hours for a common victualer's license. The application of Abeer and Associates Investment Group, doing business as Aladdin House, Kebab, and Shawarma, for a change of hours to accommodate the month of Ramadan. Requested hours of operation from 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. Currently, the hours of operation are 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Is Mr. Abdelali Elhasany here?
No. My name is Julian. I'm here on behalf of Abeer and Associate Group. We've been approached, yes.
What would you like to do here, sir? What is your proposal here?
It's, they do, as a tradition, they do like family food where we put all the tables together, they sit all together. It's going to be the same food that we usually serve. It's going to be not a special, but it's going to be like a 10% from the menu off just for that month.
Okay.
And because they have only 2 times to eat a day. Most of the taxi drivers, they finish late, so that's why we want to do that.
So this would be just for the month?
Just for the
holiday?
When they finish, when the month finish, I think it starts on 27. The dates are not out yet on the time, but starts on 27, the end of the month till the end of
27th.
the.
So what time do you start serving food? Do you serve food all day
We
during
serve
this
food
holiday?
all day, yeah, 7 to 10 and 11 o'clock.
Even during the holiday?
Every day it's open. But just for this month, they asking us to stay till 2 a.m. open. Due to their hours of work and they finish late and they don't have a place to eat by the time they go home, probably they don't have to cook.
Okay.
And how many seats do you have, sir?
I think we till 36, if I'm
Is
not
there
wrong.
any beer and wine or alcohol served at this?
No, it's a halal place, we don't serve.
No,
we
they don't
carry
have a
alcohol.
liquor license here.
Do you
They're not
have
allowed
any
to.
questions?
That was a question I was going to ask, there's no alcohol, so you answered my question. No, I don't have any questions. So it's a temporary license for the month of June 30th. You know,
Yeah, just extended hour, I guess.
What is the last day of Ramadan, sir?
Should be 1 month, so should be the 27th of the next month. The calendar is not out yet. I know it starts on 27, and it should end on 27 of the next month, hopefully.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any other proponents? Seeing and hearing none, I will close that side. Are there any opponents? Seeing and hearing none, I will close that side. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the temporary license through May 23rd, 17 to June 30th, 17, to stay open to 2 a.m.
I'll second that motion.
The motion is ordered for an application for a change
Thank you.
of the common victualers license from currently 11 a.m. till 2 a.m. for the Ramadan season.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Have a
much,
great
sir.
day.
Item number 3, Squire Road Station, Inc., DBA Nour Market, 174 Squire Road. Ahmad, Selman, manager. This is an application for alteration of premises and change of DBA. The application of Squire Road, Inc., DBA Nour Market, for an alteration of premises to include seating for 10, and a change of DBA from Squire Road Station to Nour Market. Hours are to remain the same.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. My name is Corey Rhodes. I'm an attorney with D'Ambrosio Brown, LLP, 14 Proctor Avenue in Revere. I represent Squire Road Station and its principal, Ahmad Selman. This is the property at 174 Squire Road, and as you've seen, it's for a modification of a premises and change to a doing business as. This was kind of a long, drawn-out case. If you might remember some of the past history, my client, unfortunately, had started the installation of this kind of little kitchen area prior to getting it approved. And then there were some issues with inspectional services, and it was the Commission's, desire at that time to make sure that all the inspectional issues were worked out prior to hearing this matter again. I am happy to report that those sign-offs have come through, and they've been filed with the clerk, and my client is happy to be putting this matter to rest, as it were. The installation, I think, looks good. We did include some pictures as well. He is going to be serving kind of a Mediterranean fare, a lot of fresh fruits and juices as well. There will be no service of alcohol on premises. That is strictly a separate part of the business, the package store part. It will be separate from the food service. And in terms of having a new DBA, Nour Market, Nour is actually his daughter's name, and he just thought it was more fitting for the station and wanted to proceed with that. No change in hours, so otherwise it is going to stay the same. And happy to answer any questions you have and ask for your support.
Well, I think we've gone through this for quite a while, so I'm quite aware of what took place, and I know that everything has been signed off on, so I have no problem with it. I do, as you said, he has a beer and wine package license.
Correct.
That never includes any alcohol being served with food.
Correct.
So I have no questions on this.
So you want to include seating for 10?
Yes.
Because right now on the application, where did I see seating for? Is it 110?
I think there'd been maybe a common victual license that had said 16 in the past.
Right.
And there have been a number of filings in this as it kind of had some stops and starts. We're happy to go with 10 as that was published, and we'll stick with that at this point, just to kind of clear things up.
The other question, so it's right now it's open from 4 a.m. to 2 a.m.
Correct.
It's almost 24/7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically. All right. So, all right. It's seats and you want to change the name.
Correct.
Okay. All right, that's it.
Do you currently have a common victualer's license?
Yes, and we just got that renewed as well.
And how about your entertainment license? Has that been?
Just renewed, just very recently.
Okay. And he is aware that the liquor service, as far as selling alcohol, has to cease at a...
Yeah. The hours for the rest of his business are different from the liquor portion. They completely get cut off. Those cases are not opened after I believe it's midnight or 11. They know it better than I do.
Okay. Do we have any other questions on this?
You're not serving alcohol, it's just a takeout.
Exactly,
Then it's
yeah.
11.
Yeah.
Closing 11.
Yeah, that's just a beer and package.
Correct.
He can't serve alcohol at all,
Yeah.
no.
No service. Yeah.
Right, and it's separated from this area
Yeah.
anyways, it's in the,
Yeah.
All right, I will close that part of the meeting. Are there any other proponents? Hearing and seeing none, I will ask for any opponents. Hearing and seeing none, I will close that part of the meeting. Is there a motion?
motion to approve?
Do I have a second on that?
I'll second the motion.
The motion is approved for the application of premises and change of DBA for Squire Road Station, Inc., DBA Nour Market, for alteration of the premise to include seating for 10 and a change of DBA from Squire Road to Nour Market. Hours are to remain the same.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think that concludes the
We have
business.
communications,
Pardon me?
communications,
Oh, are there any communications?
yes, on the back page. Should be at the back of the agenda, the next page should be one over.
Right here. You can read them off there.
Here,
Thank you, I'm sorry. The communications are approval from the Massachusetts Alcohol Beverage Control Commission for a change of manager for Uno Restaurants, LLC, DBA Uno Chicago and Grill. Are there anyone want to speak on that? Is there a second, a motion on that?
I believe it's just a communication.
Just a communication, okay. Approval from the Massachusetts Alcoholic Beverage Control Commission for a change of officers, directors for Uno Restaurants, LLC, DBA Uno Chicago Grill. And that concludes the communications. Is there any
At
other
the-
business that needs to be transacted?
at this time, I'd like to make a motion that at the next regular meeting, we call in Select Transportation to answer some questions. I know he's still parking cars down at Wonderland, which this board gave him a license to park 73, although he disagrees it was 263. At this time, he hasn't moved the cars, and going through the city council, the business owner is the only one that can rezone that parcel of land for other uses. So at this time, I'd like to make a motion to call him in for the next regular meeting and see what's going on.
Well, we have some communication ongoing, a letter being sent and some other things that we need to
Yes,
discuss.
I have, but I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second on the
Do
motion
you have
to
a
call him
second on
in?
that motion?
On that, to support Linda's motion, the original request was to take cars out of the Necco lot and move them over to the Wonderland Marketplace, and that apparently wasn't what happened. I don't know where these new cars came, because there was no cars moved from Necco over to Wonderland Marketplace. So I'm going to second the motion as well.
The motion has been seconded to have Select Transportation appear before the Licensing Commission at our next regularly scheduled meeting to explain the situation with the parking at Wonderland Marketplace and the situation with the Necco parking lot. Do I have any other business to
No, I'll make a motion, I'll make a motion to adjourn. Excuse me, the next meeting will be at June,
June 21st, is that,
next regular meeting.
do I have a second on June 21st?
Second that. 3 p.m.
at 3 p.m. The next regularly scheduled meeting of the Revere Licensing Commission will be June 21st at 3 p.m. This meeting is concluded.